So Blas is showing us a very personal and emotional side with his ballad Voy A Quedarme. His Voxx Verdict is Spain. We're going to talk about his chances.
Voy a quedarme, prometo quererte más que ayer. Voy a besarte muy lento como la primera vez y dejar atrás el miedo con tu alma entre mis dedos. Quédate porque yo voy a quedar.
So Clara, we have to come to you first as our resident Spanish señorita. How do you feel about Spain's song this year?
I think it's a beautiful song. I have no question on Blas's vocal. He's a very seasoned performer. He's going to do a great presentation of the song. The song itself, it's as I mentioned, it's beautiful. I don't really seeing it going anywhere in particular, but it has really good points throughout the whole song. For me, being the chorus, it's very melodic. Or wait, did I sing the right song?
That sounded like
that's the right one.
Oh,
is the right one, right?
Yeah, it's. But yeah, it is also
like
yeah.
Duncan Lawrence.
Yeah.
But we'll keep it. Anyway, I think it's a great song for him to showcase his voice, and I think he's going to make a very decent performance.
Stu.
I definitely agree with Clara in the sense that I don't have any doubts about his vocal performance. I've seen lots of live performances of his from shows like Tu Cara Me Suena, and we've seen we didn't get that many performances of Universo from last year, but he's definitely a very seasoned performer and one that has a voice with character. His voice won't really be compared to other people's, and his falsetto is really, really nice. And that moment that Clara so nicely sung for us, attempted. But nonetheless, I think that it is going to be one of those moments that people will focus on and remember. The song itself, I don't really mind it. I don't really find it exciting, if I'm being perfectly honest. But it is pleasant. It's not something that I feel like I want to turn off. And one positive that we can definitely talk about this time, because we know that Spain tends to struggle with the staging. This year, they're going to get the staging right, because we saw what Marvin Dietman brought to the program Destino Eurovision, and it was elegant, and it suited the song perfectly. I believe that it will be different for Rotterdam, but something of that style should be good enough. I do see that this is not necessarily a favorite for a lot of people, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does better than most people are expecting.
That's good news for my country.
So for me, I really like the song, but I struggle with it. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But from his performance at Destino Eurovision, you could hear the vulnerability in his voice at the start. When you know the backstory of the song and you know kind of the circumstances in which the song arose, it touches me. He wrote it when his dad was passing away. He recorded it, I think, when I think it was his gran that passed away from COVID, and you can feel that when he's performing the song. Now I'm going to compare this, and I probably shouldn't, but Barbara Pravi as being two very emotional songs that are in the national language, and which one of those is going to really stand out in the final. And unfortunately, I think it will be Barbara from France as opposed to Blas from Spain. And what's going to do it for this song is going to be the staging. And I agree, Stu, the staging at Destino Eurovision was very elegant, was very beautiful. But I would like to see some more elements. And I'm going to look again to the music video. But one part in the music video that really gets me is when he's dancing with what would appear to be his gran in the video. So I'm wondering how they can bring in some elements of that to try and really touch people at home through kind of pictorial messaging, especially for those people that don't understand the lyrics, and I think that might help them with the staging. So I do really like the song, but for me it's got lost amongst a lot of the other songs that we've got this year, and that makes me sad because I was really rooting for Spain this year. But he's a great vocalist, we've seen that already. I love the emotion that pours out of him when he's performing the song. I love the vulnerability in his voice in parts of the performance. So still rooting for you, Spain, but you know, I'm not sure whether this is going to be on the left-hand side for you this year. So as always, guys, I'm going to ask you to rate the song. Stu, let's come to you first. What are you thinking of Spain this year?
So focusing on the song itself, because it's not one that I particularly like or dislike, it's going to be a neutral face for me. But in this case, it is an artist that I do want to see well. So if he does, you know, succeed and is able to get on the left-handed side of the scoreboard, then I would be really happy. Wouldn't be necessarily my choice, but yeah, for now it's a neutral face.
Same for me, actually. I do really like the song. It's just I feel that it's maybe not the song that's going to give that fantastic position for Spain this year. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing with the staging. I think regardless, it will be a beautiful and emotional performance. And you know how much I love a beautiful ballad, guys. So yeah, same for me. Clara, I'm going to come to you now and see what you're thinking of your country's chances this year.
Well, I honestly don't see the song winning or peaking towards the top 10, but I think it's a really decent choice, a really decent presentation and performance. And I think it's a situation where the singer is better than the song. And I think it's going to do a perfect job.
Well, as always, we need to have a look at the scores of the Voxx squad because they have been voting. So, wow, people kind of indifferent to the song. Seems pretty unanimous that that'll be the score for the team. But maybe we're totally wrong, and we'd love to know what you guys think. So drop a comment down below on what you think of Spain's entry this year. Otherwise, go to our Facebook page, give us a like there, tweet us on Twitter, and find us on Instagram. Till the next one, guys. See ya. Thank you.